Hey everyone, I'm Almar of almarsguides.com, and this video here is going to be part 9 of my Kenshi walkthrough. So this is going to be pretty much the last part of mid-game before we move into endgame. So where I am right now is a new little outpost that I've thrown together right in Spider Plains. We're kind of right by Arak, which is where the Bugmaster is, which is going to be the next boss I take out. We're probably going to be fighting him at the end of this video, although I'll explain a few things before we get there. And I actually kind of like this base location just because of the environment around me. It reminds me a lot of Squin. We're like between two canyons, and we got ourselves like boxed in. It's really interesting. Not the best resources at this location, but the environment and the layout of everything is pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with what I created here. So to get started, before we move on to the Bugmaster, the first thing that I like to do usually is to upgrade my gear. So the first thing you're going to have to do is figure out what exactly you want your characters to be. Do you want them to, are you going to be using, how many of them are going to be tanks? How many of them are going to be using light armor and martial artists? How many of them are just going to be using light armor and you know, using melee weapons anyway, which I don't recommend. You only do light armor if you're going to be a martial artist. Otherwise, you should do basically the same suit that a tank would be wearing. Essentially, what I recommend you do is I recommend you outfit everybody in crab armor. Specifically this exact layout right here, except for he has no boots. He should have wooden sandals. Samurai leg plates. These are the best in slot leg plates you can get in this game. For the best in slot light chest, the leather turtleneck right here is the best one you can get. However, you can also get, I think it might be just blackened chainmail, or maybe just chainmail. I think there's another one, not chainmail though. I know blackened chainmail, and I think there's another chainmail that is comparable to blackened chainmail. It's just not blackened, because blackened chainmail usually gives you a stealth bonus or less of a stealth penalty when wearing it. However, the regular armor doesn't give you any stealth bonus. It just gives you regular hits to, you know, everything that normally comes with it. So as far as your helm goes, crab helmet is best in slot. It offers you the most protection you can get basically out of all armor. And then you also have, or out of all head armor, and then you have crab armor, which is also best in slot for the chest. So you might be wondering, where do I get crab armor? Or you might be wondering, where do I get good crab armor? Because you might have already found the Crab Raiders faction and killed them and looted their armor, but it's just not that good of armor. So in order to get good crab armor, you need to go over to this area here you see on my map right now called Crab Town. Inside Crab Town, you're going to find the Crab Queen. She's sitting on a little throne in the big building in Crab Town. Really hard to miss. And really all you have to do is talk to her and offer to join, well, say you want to join the Crab Raiders faction. That's really all you need to do, and then she'll be like, okay, you're welcome. Join, and then you join the Crab Raiders faction. You lose 75 reputation with the Reavers, not that big of a deal, they hate you anyway. 75 reputation with the Skin Bandits and Skeleton Bandits, which is okay because they hate you too. And one thing to keep in mind is if you do have a base location somewhere in this general vicinity, like if you have a base in Green Beach or Stobe's Garden or somewhere in this general vicinity, Skeleton Bandits and what were the other ones again? Skin Bandits are going to raid your base once you become hostile to them. If you're far enough away, then you don't really have to worry about it too much. It's just if you're in the immediate proximity, you're going to have to deal with them. So once you talk to the Crab Queen, then you just go to the Crab Smithy in that same town and you buy the crab armor recipes from him. If you don't want to be allies with the Crab Raiders, which shame on you if you don't want to be allies with the Crab Raiders, but if you don't want to be, you can always just slaughter the Crab Smithy and the rest of the occupants of Crab Town and loot the recipes off of the Crab Smithy's body, or pilfer them from his house. Either way, those are your ways to get the crab armor recipes. Once you do get the crab armor recipes, you will have to make a heavy armor smith, which you will have to unlock the heavy armor smith with ancient science books, or I think you just need ancient science books, but you might need some engineering research in order to get to that technology to unlock it in the first place. I think you do. So once you can make this right here, this heavy armor smithy, then you will be able to make crab armor pretty regularly. So there's one other thing that is required for making crab armor, and that is going to be this plate beating station. So basically, the plate beating station, anytime you mine some iron ore that's been a bad boy, you just slap it on the plate beating station and you beat its ass. That's essentially what the plate beating station is for. And essentially, this makes armor plating, which then you can then use to make heavy armor. A lot of the heavy armor in this game uses armor plating, and there's also a few other things that don't use armor plating, or a few other non-heavy armor pieces that also use armor plating. To give you an example, a lot of the medium armor is in here, as you can see, like armored rag skirts or armored rags. But specifically, one other item that I would like to draw your attention to is this fog mask. This is the best in slot light armor helm that you can get in the game, and this is made with the heavy armor smithy. The reason this is best in slot armor too is because it gives you the most coverage and the most protection of any light armor for the helm slot. It also gives you 100% protection against dust storms and gas, which is also nice, because the dust coat you wear, which is also going to be the best in slot light armor for anybody who's wearing light armor, already gives you a lot of protection against acid. So let me see, is Ruka? Yeah, she's wearing pretty much all light armor. So this right here would be the best in slot light armor, dust coat. This is made with leather armor bench, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty positive it's made with the leather armor crafting bench. Fog mask, like I said, this would be the best in slot. This would not be best in slot. Drifter's leather pants, you want samurai cloth pants. And then for boots, you want wooden sandals. So Ruka is not in that grade of gear right now. She's actually supposed to be in heavy armor, but I don't have enough heavy armor for all of my characters, which is partly why we're doing this part right here. So as far as upgrading my armor goes, really, until this point in the game, you're fine with a lot of the vendor stuff. Like, this is all stuff I purchased from a vendor. When it comes time to actually upgrade your armor, you're probably going to want to make it, as you see me doing here. As far as weapons go, let me show you here. You're going to need to unlock Advanced Weapon Grades 4 as well as Advanced Weapon Grades 5 in order to make good enough weapons, in my honest opinion, to be worth your time to upgrade them all. However, I typically just wait until I reach Edgewalkers anyway, because Edgewalkers allows you to make the best in slot weapons that you can possibly make. It allows you to craft up to Edge Type 1 normally, and then if you crit, you can make an Edge Type 2 weapon, which is the best, the highest quality weapon you personally can make. You can find a Me Too weapon, which is the best quality weapon in the entire game, and you can occasionally buy Edge Type 3 weapons from places like the Scrap House in Black Desert City. Let me show you the Scrap House map location. So here's Black Desert City, and you can see right next to it, Scrap House. Scrap House sells Edge Type 3 weapons pretty regularly. They also sell like Masterwork crossbows and stuff like that. I'd recommend you hit up that location if you want to buy some very good weapons. Otherwise, you should probably just make them yourself. As far as which weapons are the best, I personally prefer Desert Sabers because they offer you a healthy bonus of good damage as well as good defensive bonuses. The other type of weapon that I am fond of is Foreign Sabers. Let me see if I can find somebody with one. Well, let me first show you Falling Suns right here. These are the best DPS weapons in the entire game. No weapon will do more damage than the Falling Sun. There's weapons that do more like AoE damage, more bleed damage, and stuff like that. But the highest pure damage weapon you can get in this game is going to be the Falling Sun. So the Foreign Saber is the other item. There we go. Trackanon has one. This is the other item that weapon I like using on my characters because it offers you the highest defensive bonuses of any weapon in the game. Both the Desert Saber and the Foreign Saber, they're easy to find recipes in order to craft them. You can find both recipes for them at a variety of towns. However, if you want to make the Fallen Sun weapon, you have to go to the Scrap House and buy the Falling Sun recipe from the Scrap House. In my time playing the game, I don't think there's anywhere else that the Falling Sun recipe is sold aside from the Scrap House. So, when it comes time to upgrading your gear, what I generally like to do is what you'll see me doing right now. So I'll find a character like this, and I will go through his items. Armored hood, it's not the best, so we're basically going to drop all of this crap on the ground. You can sell it if you want. leather shirt we actually have to keep because I'm not making undergarments here right now. And what we're going to do is we're basically going to take any specialist or masterwork quality gear out and we're going to use it. Anything that is below specialist or masterwork is garbage and I do not want it. I'll just destroy the chests when they get filled up with those crappy items. So these samurai cloth pants, I'm actually going to keep them. I'm going to put them in this chest because one of my light armor characters can just use them. So let's see. Pants, well, actually Runner is a martial artist character, so I would actually want to use that armor on him. So let's actually go back. I wasn't paying attention to which character I actually had clicked on. So Bard, he is definitely going to be a melee character. So we're going to put the crab helmet on him. We're just going to throw the fog mask on the ground. We don't care about these armored rag skirt. We'll just throw it on the ground. Plate jacket on the ground. I will show you a little bit more about undergarments later. Specifically, we actually need to, let's see, crafting, leather armor crafting bench. This base location isn't the best for leather armor. Previous base location was gut, and it was a lot better for leather armor because I was getting like leather hides in mass at that location because of beak things. Sadly, the watchtower, it's kind of hard to place my ceiling fan lamp. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to use these electrical torch posts. Joy to the world, right? It probably won't be enough light to fully diminish the skill loss of nighttime, but it'll still be decent. It's very important you make lights in the buildings when you're making these armor stations, because during the nighttime, their skills will be diminished, and they'll make lower quality items when it comes to this stuff, and you don't want that to happen. So let's see. Storage skins. Storage, armor storage. Always make some armor storages around your crafting benches because they will, your characters will automatically unload into them when they finish crafting. And it's important. A little uneven. Let me restart that. Spacing them out a bit just to, it's not really necessary if I just leave, if I just left like one little entrance to the chest, it would work just as fine. So we're going to do that. So the reason you want leather armor crafting benches is because this is where you're going to make the undergarments. Unless you want chain undergarments, in which case you would need to make medium armor crafting. Let me see if I have that. Chainmail, yeah, chain armor crafting bench. This is the bench you would use to make medium armor, specifically chain armor. And you would also need to make the chainmail sheet fabrication bench to go along with it, because they would need to make chainmail, and then on top of the chainmail, they would also need to make the armor that's required. So let's see which characters here have. Chad has 79 armor smithing, so he's pretty good. Kellythan was my armor smith, so where is he? Right here, 91 armor smithing, so he's pretty solid as far as armor smithing goes. So let's see. What I want them to make here is samurai cloth pants, because they're going to be for my melee characters. Leather turtleneck, because this is the best in slot undergarment. You can see compared to the, not the leather vest, there's a dark leather shirt. So this is, the leather shirts come with 100% chest protection, 100% stomach protection, and 30% protection over both arms. The turtlenecks come with 100% protection over the chest and 100% over the stomach, with 90% protection over the arms. So it's an all-around better undergarment to use. And the dust coat is going to be, oh, sorry, we also need the leather hive vest. So, hivers can't wear the same under armor that humanoids can wear. they have to wear vests that are specifically made for them. So that's why it's important to have both leather turtleneck and leather high vest when you're making undergarments. You probably won't need to make as many high vests for your characters, depending on how many hivers you have in comparison to your humanoid characters. But you're definitely going to need to make some hiver vests. Let me also make some leather storage here. Storage leather. This is so the characters can basically just fully automate this entire process instead of Okay, so let's start with outfitting my army characters first, because these are the ones that we're going to be using when we're fighting the Bugmaster. Man, that ninja blade is hot garbage. We're just going to drop it on the ground because I don't want him to use that even when indoors. It sucks too much. He'll use the horse chopper when indoors anyway. So let's say samurai leg plates, high grade, which means they're not the best, so we'll just throw them in there. Plate jacket and armored hood. Rain the Giant, we'll run him in here. Don't want that. So here's actually something I can show you. Man, I don't have a Masterwork crab armor. Oh, please, 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 please be one Masterwork. Damn it. I want to show you Masterwork crab armor in comparison to Masterwork samurai armor, but look. You can see here, Specialist crab armor. It has slightly less protection than the samurai armor, which if I had the Masterwork crab armor, it would be different. It would be actually better protection than the samurai armor. I just don't have a Masterwork to show you. I think I do, actually. Neriak, you're wearing? No. Gosh darn it. Could have sworn somebody had Masterwork crab armor on them. Kang, are you do? Yeah, he does. Okay. So, let's see. See the crab armor right here, Masterwork quality, 66% blunt resist, 90% cut, 90% cut efficiency. So let's look at Rain the Giant. It was 61% blunt resistance, 81% cut resistance, and 90% cut efficiency. So it's less blunt resist, less cut resist, and the same cut efficiency. Also, samurai armor comes with 85% coverage of the left arm, stomach, and right arm. Crab armor comes with 100% coverage of the stomach, chest, and 90% of the left arm and the right arm. The main drawback of crab armor is it comes with larger negative skill penalties to stealth, crossbows, dodge, combat, dexterity, assassination, melee attack bonus, and martial artist. And you may be wondering, like, well, doesn't that matter quite a bit? That's pretty significant in some areas. Like, if you wear crab armor, your stealth skill is practically like 0. Also, if you wear crab armor, your crossbow skills are like hot garbage. And, yeah, they make you all around worse at combat too. So how is that better, right? Well, it's better because not dying is very important. It's up to you if you want to have some melee characters that are not wearing, heavy armor such as this, and they are able to deal more overall damage. It's up to you if you want to go down that road, but I personally take the philosophy of surviving is the most important thing ever, and you can't deal damage if you're dead. So if your characters get knocked unconscious, they can't deal damage anymore. So it's generally better to have more survivability than it is to be a glass cannon, in my general opinion. But I realize this is my own personal play style and how I prefer to play these sorts of games, so you may feel differently. You may want to build a more glass cannon-y character than I have. That's completely up to you if you would like to do that. And if you want to go the glass cannon route, something like this armored rag skirt is probably better than the samurai cloth pants. You can see it comes with no negatives. It also has a martial arts bonus of +4, which is pretty darn nifty. It's actually better than the samurai cloth pants in many ways. And you can see here my samurai cloth boots, or my samurai boots. They're Hot garbage. I need more wooden sandals. So the reason wooden sandals are worth using, you might be wondering why, like even on a tank, I would generally use wooden sandals over the samurai boots, and you might be wondering why. Well, look at these samurai leg plates. Also, if you look at the other ones too, these samurai cloth pants, sorry. Notice the coverage. 100% right leg, 100% left leg. And let's go back to my other character. Notice the coverage. 100% right leg, 100% left leg. Now look at the bottom of the screen right here where it lists all of my limbs. Do you see feet anywhere on that list? The answer is no, in case you need me to answer it for you. There's no feet on that list. So if your legs already offer you 100% coverage, if your leg armor, sorry, already offers you 100% coverage of your legs, what's the point of shoes? Now, you can't have more than 100% coverage on a single slot. That's been confirmed. And it's different for undergarments. Undergarments count differently than this stuff. Like, for example, these legs have 50% coverage of stomach, and this chest has 100% coverage of stomach. I don't have 150% coverage of my stomach. I only have 100% coverage of my stomach. That's it. So, if you wear boots, you're not getting extra armor from the boots that you're wearing if you already have samurai leg plates and you already have 100% coverage. So, this is my understanding, and this is what I've read in multiple places online, and I've never seen it dismissed or proven wrong. I've also never seen anybody argue against it. But, you know, I'm not ruling out that I'm potentially wrong. If you have samurai leg plates, you can wear wooden sandals, and it won't matter. Like, you'll get the benefit of the wooden sandals, and you won't lose anything for doing it. As far as I'm aware, wearing the samurai boots, you gain no benefit for doing so long as you have leg armor that offers you 100% coverage. So this is just something to keep in mind. You can make wooden sandals, too, through the, what is it, clothing bench, I think? Let me say. Clothing bench, yes. I'm fairly certain it's this one. Let me actually, I want to make one of these now because I need some more pairs of wooden sandals. And I have plenty of fabric, so. So infinite wing wang, let's see what you got. Let's upgrade your armor some. Chad, so Chad is my one of my martial artist characters, and you can see he has a garbage dust coat, which I'll probably replace at some point before we fight Fuckface. So clothing bench, let's see. You can see at the clothing bench too, we can also make things like samurai cloth pants. We're also able to make them at the leather armor bench. It's up to you where you want to make them. I think at the clothing bench it requires fabrics. At the leather bench it requires leather. Fabrics are generally easier to mass produce than leather. So wooden sandals. Let's see. Green, I will assign you to make them. He'll whip together a bunch of wooden sandals for me. Hopefully I'll have a bunch by the time the video. Actually, I need to make armor next to him. Armor storages. That way he dumps them in there instead of running all the way over to the other one. Actually, you know what? I kind of want him to run over to this one anyway. Kung Fu Fight Man. Actually, I don't want to gear you out because you're a martial artist. You're Kung Fu Fight Man after all. Let's see. High quality, don't want. Specialist, there we go. Plate jacket, still want crab armor instead. Iron hat, crab helmet. And you can see he's wearing the samurai boots right now instead of the wooden sandals, just because. I haven't outfitted everybody with wooden sandals yet. That's something I'm going to be doing with this video, probably. Oops. Here we go. Jewel also has no weapon, which is a bit of an inconvenience. That's funny. So let's see. Jewel will run over there and we'll grab that right away. Where is Jewel? There she is. I wonder why Ruka didn't, Oh, I see. She probably can't fit it in her inventory. I need to give her a backpack. Buttigieg, get over here. Because he's my, pack mule, I decided to name him after the Secretary of Transportation. I felt it fitting. He is my, my Department of Transportation animal, and he's named after the United States' Department of Transportation person. Fitting. And it's done in a mocking way for anybody watching me rolling their eyes. It's not because I actually like him. Jeez Louise. So, we're still upgrading a few of our characters' crap. You can see Trakanine here, he has leather high vest. I've already gone through a lot of these and made the leather high vests for people. Okay, so see how this chest, it's got all of my downgrades in it, and it's got no room for anything else. So what we're just going to do is we're just going to destroy it, dismantle it, like that. Because, I don't really feel like taking all the items out and selling them and going through all of that shenanigans. It's just easier to just destroy the chest with everything in it once I'm done with it. So this character I'm actually going to leave alone for the time being. She's got, I actually wish I didn't destroy those iron hats now because she could have used one. but she's got good gear for being a crossbows character. The armored rags aren't the best for being a crossbows character. I'll maybe swap that with dust coat once a few of them are made. But for being a character that's using crossbows with no ammo, she has halfway decent gear. So what we're going to do is we're going to give her some ammo. Longs, right? Yeah. Weigh her down. Nice and good. That way she gets some strength skill ups from running around. Let's see, what is her strength? 10% strength XP, not that much. Oh wow, Stubbs. Good old Mr. Stubbs. He's got a masterwork coat, which I want on my martial artist character. Okay, so let's see. Chad, you're my martial artist character. Instead of that shoddy dust coat, we can give you the masterwork. So now he's sporting some decent armor. Kung Fu Fight Man, you had a okay, you have a specialist, sorry. Leet Deeps, you need some goodies. You need some better equipment, that way your deeps can be leets. Black and Chainmail Tagelmus, that's good because then we can give that to the crossbow character from earlier. So Reaver Slave, get over here. Really need to rename her into something else instead of Reaver Slave. Okay, so wooden sandals just got placed in there. So who needed the wooden sandals earlier? Reaver Slave numero uno needed them, but there was another character too. Brain the Giant, here we go. Okay, Ruka. Okay, I just need to remember to give Ruka some wooden sandals when she's ready. Lumi, this is a new recruit. Technically, she's one of the unique recruits that you get from Crab Village. Seriously, no good quality, I guess I'll give her the leather arm pants. I'm gonna put these masterwork quality dust coats in my chests too, because I want to keep them. Agnew, oh wow, you're still sporting like nothing at all. Not like I can give you anything right now because we're still waiting on Neriak to finish anyway. So that's basically all we can as far as what we can upgrade with our characters right now. We would have to wait until Neriak gets done crafting more in order to upgrade more. So let's see. Where'd Ruka just run off to? I don't know why she's running away. Operating machine. What do you mean operating machine? Oh, she's grabbing fabric. Okay. That makes sense. Wondering why she stopped crafting in the middle of crafting. These characters haven't finished anything yet? Oh, yes, they have. 1 dust coat and 1 samurai cloth pants. So essentially what our long/short-term goal is to make sure everybody is in good enough quality armor to where we can easily deal with the Bugmaster. That is essentially what we're aiming for here. And it is going to be a rather AFK process because essentially all we have to do is wait for our characters to craft stuff. Let me see if... okay, Shek are coming back in 4 days, so we got a while for the Shek. As far as what else you should craft at your base, I'd recommend you're going to need hemp or at least cotton for doing this stuff because you need to make fabrics. You're also going to need a high upkeep of iron, especially if you decide to go the robotics route as well. Then you're going to need even more iron. Lots of iron, actually. But hemp is important for the fabrics. You need fabrics in order to make the best in slot weapons that you can make. You're also going to need, I think fabrics are required for, yeah. Heavy armor smithy is also going to require fabrics, as you can see here. So fabrics are kind of like one of the things we definitely need to be able to make ourselves in order to produce this armor as well as we need to, as quick as we need to. It doesn't really matter where your base is, if I'm being completely honest, so long as you have fabric and iron that you can get at your base. You're also going to need to make steel in order to make good weapons because they're going to require fabric and steel bars. As far as the leather armor, it's just going to really require animal skins. That's really all you're going to have to get a lot of. Let me actually pull some animal skins out of my storage real fast. So, we're going to take out the Bugmaster at the end of this video. However, I have... a little addendum. And hold on, this song just clicked on. And I know how annoying that song is. So, we're going to defeat the Bugmaster at the end of this video, and I'm going to have a little addendum for fighting the Bugmaster. So the Bugmaster is actually going to be somewhat easier for me on this save file because I have... I went in and I changed the code of the game to where 3 people can fight 1 target at a time. In original Kenshi, you're only allowed to fight 1-on-1. So even if you have like 10 targets versus 10 targets, they can only fight each other 1-on-1. If you send 1 character into a group of like 10 enemies, the 1 character will fight 1 enemy and the other 9 enemies will basically stand there with their weapons out, dancing around, waiting for their turn to fight your character, is how it'll work. However, if you change the amount of attack slots, then you'll be allowed to, you know, gang up on enemies with more characters. So this makes the game harder and easier. So it makes the game harder because multiple enemies are able to gang up on you at a time. So this is hard for like whenever you fight beak things or whenever you're fighting anything that outnumbers you to any significant degree. Like when the Shek show up with base raids, which you may or may not see within the next 4 days, they'll usually outnumber me, and that gives them an advantage. So, especially if I leave with my attack team, then they'll definitely outnumber me, and that'll give them a big advantage. The only times that you have an advantage when using this mod, or when increasing the number of attack slots, is when you are fighting a target one-on-one, or when there's only one of the targets. So if you're fighting a boss, for example, it's going to make the game easier because you can gang up on the boss and take out the boss quite easily, which is what you're probably going to witness in this video. The next video, when I attack the United Cities and start fighting through their towns, you'll really start to notice how much harder it makes the game, because there's going to be a lot of guards when you attack the United Cities towns, and they're pretty much going to always outnumber me, which makes it harder for me. So as far as your final base setup goes, I'm gonna explain this a little bit more, and then we'll move on to the Bugmaster and take him out. As far as your final base setup goes, you're going to need, let me pull up my crafting tab. You're going to need a weaponsmith rank 3 in order to make the best weapons. You're also going to need to do a lot of shopping around for recipes. Check out my website, almarsguides.com, if you want to see what the best in slot armor is for Kenshi, and what the best in slot weapons are for Kenshi. I'll try to give you a bit of a rundown now, but it's going to be not as good as what's on my website. So, as far as the best in slot weapons go, in my honest opinion, Desert Saber is probably the best weapon you can get in this game. And the reason for, let me actually pull up Desert Saber real fast so you can see what I'm talking about when I talk about it. Come on, I know it's in here. Seriously, I don't have the Desert Saber recipe? I guess I don't. That's embarrassing. I guess it's on my other file where I have it. Well, let me pull up a Desert Saber weapon because I got them on like all my characters. Desert Saber is a middle-of-the-road weapon that comes with good bonuses to damage and small bonus to defense, which is the reason I like it, because it's kind of it's a weapon for people who are lazy like me, who don't feel like weapon swapping all the time. Foreign Saber is the alternative to that weapon, which comes with a more of an attack penalty, but a much more significant defense penalty. Or, sorry, defense bonus, which is what I like about it. The best other weapon you can get for... well, there's a few other quote-unquote best weapons. Like, a guardless katana is the highest damage sidearm weapon that you can get in the game. A jit is the highest defense sidearm weapon that you can get in the game. Let me see if I can find either of those real fast. So this jit right here, this is the highest defense sidearm in the game. And by sidearm, I mean weapon number 2, the smaller weapon. Falling Sun, like I said at the start of the video, is the highest pure damage weapon you can get in the game. I don't see the other one that I was talking about. Really bummed out that Desert Saber isn't in this list. I will have to go and get a Desert Saber recipe at some point, because that's usually the weapon I use on most of my characters. Paladin's Cross, you can see that's one of the other weapons that I am creating right now. The main reason that I'm creating Paladin's Cross is because it's the best weapon you can use against robots. And once we defeat the Bugmaster, we're basically... all of the last enemies we're going to be fighting for the rest of the game are going to be robots. Sonorous Dark, we're going to have to fight tons of skin bandits and skeleton bandits. And in Ashlands, we're going to be fighting basically nothing but robots the entire time we're there. So, that's why I'm probably going to manufacture more Paladin's Crosses on my characters. Blunt damage is a lot better against robots than cutting damage. Also, I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Blunt damage uses your strength stat to determine how much damage you do, and cutting damage uses your dexterity stat. So this is kind of a big deal because it's a lot easier to raise strength in this game than it is to raise dexterity. Strength training, really all you have to do is load your character up with a bunch of stuff and leave your computer AFK for a bit. Because depending on what you have your character do, you can have characters run around without you doing anything at your base. So that's a pretty darn effective way of strength training. You'll see like this Pia character right here, she's running pretty slow. She's got 86 strength. The reason for that is because I just haven't taken the cooked vegetables out of her inventory yet. And that's how you strength train, pretty much. Let me see if there's any new armor. Oh boy, wooden sandals. They're getting done in mass. So let's go through my characters and see who needs some wooden sandals. Soman, you do. Some of my humans that lost both of their legs can't wear wooden sandals. Unfortunate. Can't even put them on their little robotic limbs. I find it weird that Hivers can't wear shoes. Like, they have feet, and it's not like feet are that insanely different. I mean, there are different shoe sizes, but I mean, like, they're wooden sandals. Really, all you have to do is strap them to your feet. Not really interested in the Hivers that are visiting right now. Well, Hobbs, you lost? Yeah, you lost both of his legs. Poor Hobbs. R.I.P., buddy. Oh, Neriak, you don't have wooden sandals. Interesting. So there we go. Everybody's got wooden sandals now, so I can stop with the clothing bench. No longer need to do that. So what I am going to do, though, is we're going to start moving out and moving towards the Bugmaster. For some reason, I didn't upgrade Almar's gear. Alrighty. Now it's time to dip. So let's say we're going to send all of my characters over to here. Why is my dog, aha. Ah, he ate out of his backpack. Interesting. My poor little doggy was starving. It's because I haven't made an animal feeder over here yet, and he's been eating limbs this entire time. All right, nope. Forgot to turn off jobs. You get your asses back there, and you stop running into town. So Ruka, Lumi, both my robots. So Ruka, Lumi, and both my robots, I want them to stay in town. Kang, you need a better weapon before I do anything with you. I really hate that it unequips the weapon the Smith is using, because Ruka just put her Me Too quality polearm inside the thing. I think Agnew and Burn I'm going to leave back at home, because I don't really have any reason for them to come with me. And they're not really equipped well enough to come with me anyway. Agnew and Burn, you guys should be, Huh. I thought I had turrets up here. Well, those two guys should be... And Sad Neil, too. Technically, all three of them should be turret guards. Because they're robots, they won't starve. Reaver Slave, what are you doing? Operating machine? How about now? Okay. Now we're basically ready to charge into Arak and get our asses handed to us. Jewel, what are you slow for? Okay, you got a lot of food on you. Should I leave you back home, or should I not? I'm thinking I should, because I don't really, feel like dealing with your full inventory right now. So we are not going to be stealthy or careful moving in here. We're essentially just going to run in here and basically fight everything and get our asses kicked. And then fight the Bugmaster. And probably get our asses kicked again. So look how many of these skin spiders there are. As you can see, they're like everywhere. And this is going to be the main issue with fighting the Bugmaster. The Bugmaster is going to be a pretty tough one-on-one fight, yes. However, the real problem when fighting the Bugmaster is going to be the battle of attrition that you have to deal with as far as getting to him. Poor little Buddha Judge, he's still over encumbered by quite a bit because of the repair kits that are on him, as well as a few other things, but mostly the skeleton repair kits. They're really weighing him down, and the hash too. Technically I have to offload both, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Hash is a bit of a pain in the ass because you need to go to Flats Lagoon in order to properly offload it, which is a whole like ordeal. As you can see, though, the skin spiders aren't that challenging. Really, like I said before, it all comes down to attrition. That is the main danger of going to this zone, is being beat through attrition. Little by little, whittled down until your characters basically start losing to, you know, skin spiders. This water, you have to be very, 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 very careful when going through it because of... Skin spiders are actually... Why are my characters like splitting up like this? I don't like this. Skin spiders can be a bit annoying. They, when your characters are in the water, sometimes the skin spiders will be able to stand on the bottom, and they will be able to attack your characters while you're swimming. And if your characters get attacked while swimming, they're going to... Every single time they're hit, they're going to slow down. So they're able to be like caught in like essentially a stun lock, where your characters keep getting hit in the water, but they can't really get out because they keep getting hit. And then they just get torn to shreds by the skin spiders. And it is very, very frustrating when that happens, which is why I generally recommend you avoid this water like it's the plague. My swimming skills aren't very good, as you can see. Trakanon is like really, really dragging ass. On the upside, he is leveling up swimming, so I guess silver lining. Where'd Rain the Giant come from? I guess he went around the really long way. He was like, fuck that, I ain't swimming, man. So there's the Bugmaster's hideout. You can see the big tower. The pathing here is a bit weird. As you can see, my characters are kind of like running all over the place. We are going to have to fight these skin spiders. So I'm going to send Runner into them. Let's see. Let's see how good Runner does against all of them. Boom, one hit. Sent that one flying. See, they hit Runner once. One time, 44 damage to the head, and that already put him at like a almost one more or two more good hits to the head, and he'll probably get KO'd. Which is, this is the danger of Arak. You just get whittled down little by little. As you can see, my characters really had no problem whatsoever with that entire pack of skin spiders. They basically annihilated them. However, Little by little, you'll get whittled down. I could make it easier here too by actually looting all of these skin spiders and instantly killing them. Why is Kang really knocked unconscious? Oh. No, he was just like stuck. I was about to be upset, like he's one of my more tanky characters, and he gets knocked unconscious like the second pack of spiders we fight. That would have been not very good. So you can see there was one pack of skin spiders right there. Another one came in, flanked me from like the right, and then we have another one flanking from the north. A whole pack. A few more of them are coming in with that pack too, so we're going to be fighting basically all of these. We're just going to turn on turbo speed and let them do their thing. Again, like I said, you could be more tactical with this if you wanted to be. I'm like not being tactical at all. I'm basically just turning on turbo speed and being like, watch my characters fight skin spiders. Characters go brrr is essentially the strategy I'm using. Another army of skin spiders. Now, if you're wondering how you could make this easier, you could constantly loot skin spiders to kill them immediately, and you can move your characters away from where the skin spiders are, so when they get back up like they're doing, they won't immediately re-attack my characters. So you can see we've had 5 characters knocked unconscious already. Infinite Wing Wang, his chest is negative 35. Chad, his chest is negative 33. Kung Fu Fight Man, his stomach is negative 52. Technically, Buddha Judge is barely even unconscious, and my dog, Mononoke, his chest is negative 37. We had another one go unconscious, Stubbs. Stubbs is about to lose his arm, too. Few of my characters are already limping as well, which is not good because that makes it harder to carry them around and to just move around in general. When they're limping, it makes it harder to avoid packs of enemies. So if I wanted to move my group right now away from these enemies, so when they stand back up, they don't attack me, it just became significantly harder with a lot of them having injured legs. Let's see. I got everybody, right? Yeah. So that was probably, I would say, maybe 40 skin spiders I killed. If not more. Probably more. Probably like 50 to 60 skin spiders. Man, those characters are really moving slow. Let's see. Trakanon, is your arm good? Yeah, your arm's good, so I can have you pick him up. And what about my other guy? Bard. Yeah, you can pick up Runner. So far, all I want to do is I want to move this group to the Bugmaster's Tower. I want to get away from this area because the skin spiders will just keep waking up and keep attacking me. And they usually get 1 or 2 lucky hits in, and then I beat them to the ground again and rinse and repeat. And I just want to avoid all of that. So once we make it to the Bugmaster's Tower like this, things are a bit safer. So one of the things we want to do is we would like to clear out the bottom floor of Bugmaster's Tower without aggroing the top floor with Bugmaster. Where's the Bugmaster? Is he fighting my characters? Weird. Well, the Bugmaster is alive. I know that for a fact. And he should be right here standing in front of that chest. But he's not. I had a similar bug with the same save file with Agnew. Agnew wasn't where he was supposed to be, but an import did fix that. However, I can't really do an import during this video. I mean, I could, but it's... No, I really can't, because then I have to exit out of the game and then all that fun stuff. So, what we're going to do is... Really, that's a bummer that there's no Bugmaster here. I'm going to save and reload, and we're going to see if he repops. And if not, I have a good idea. Worst comes to worst, if the Bugmaster does not respawn, I will just switch to my other save file where he's not spawning. I am like 90% sure he never leaves this building. I could be wrong though. That's weird. Usually the skin spider doesn't walk downstairs. Oh well. So what we're going to do is we're going to load this, walk through part 3, which is essentially I have a better group than the one I'm on right now in the same spot, right before the Bugmaster. On the upside though, I can show you a few things. So it's not all negative for not having the Bugmaster. And you're going to encounter bugs like this when you're playing Kenshi more often than you would probably like otherwise. Sometimes enemies don't appear like that. Sometimes stuff goes wrong. It's Kenshi, it's pretty buggy, so keep that in mind. This is the Bugmaster. As you can see, he's ripped. You can see his stats in the bottom left too. He's got very, very solid stats. And he's one of the best fighters in the game. So this group that I'm using right now is you can see they have higher stats in general. All of them have like 80 toughness, which is about 20 higher than what my other characters had. And as you can see, they had a similar onslaught of spiders to deal with down there as well. So Chad has right here, you can see that his assassination skill is good, his thievery skill is good. All of those skills are good. You can see if you mouse over the Bugmaster, because he has 92 assassination, he has a 40% chance of one-shotting the Bugmaster. Let me move him a little bit because I want this spider to get down. Okay. I'm gonna have him you can see both these spiders are attacking him at the same time. It's because of that combat slots thing that I told you about before. So the fight is actually a lot harder right now for Chad because he has to fight 2 enemies instead of just 1 at a time. As you can see though, he just kicked their ass anyway. So what I want to show you here, aside from that assassination of 40% chance to knock out the Bugmasters, I want to show you what it would be like if we fought the Bugmaster one-on-one. So let's send Chad in first. So Bugmaster immediately hit me with 2 very good hits. Chad's almost down. Chad's down. He got 0 hits on the Bugmaster. And you can see Chad's stats are pretty good. He's got pretty solid toughness. He had pretty solid dexterity before he took all of those hits. And he has pretty solid strength too. Well, he has okay strength, I guess. So let's see. Kang is my he's my most beefy, meatiest character. So let's see. Kang, you can let's decrease your weight a bit because I want you to run in there and deck shit. So let's see what Kang does. Like I said, Kang is my tankiest character. As you can see, he has 85 strength or 85 toughness, 75 strength. He's got solid melee attack, solid melee defense, and he's got solid combat skills. 72 sabers skill, and he's using the Desert Saber weapon. He's going to save Chad real fast. And then we're going to fight. So let's say, one-on-one. I'm not going to let Chad interfere because I want you to see a one-on-one. So you can see the difference in the damage Kang takes versus Chad. Kang's taking less than 20 damage a hit. Chad was taking almost 40 damage a hit. Cool. Kang got one good hit in. He hit his right arm. And this is what it's going to be like for you using the attack slot. If you're not using any of the attack slots mod, you're going to have to fight the Bugmaster one-on-one like this. And I expect the Bugmaster to take out probably 8 to 12 of my characters before I can take him out. And that's assuming I don't have to gang up on him. And don't forget, these are harder, these are stronger characters than the file you see me start this video with. There you go, Kang down. So Chad's going to go back for a rematch, but Chad's probably going to get knocked out in like one hit. There you go. So let's see, who can come in next? Almar, you're beat up. A lot of my characters are beat up, so we'll send in Rain the Giant next. So Kang got in one more hit and then he went down. He hit his right leg. So far the Bugmaster has not suffered any stat losses yet from the damage that he's taken. I want Kang to heal himself and then stay out of the fight. So the upside of fighting the Bugmaster like this is you will get a decent amount of combat skill ups for doing so. However, if your goal is to simply kill the Bugmaster, you're going to have a little bit of an issue from time to time. Or rather, you're going to have an issue fighting him one-on-one like this. Because as you can see, he's kind of just tearing through my characters. I can get a few hits in. Like, my characters get maybe 1-2 hits in if they're lucky before they get knocked unconscious. And this is more or less what it's going to have to be like for you fighting him. So he knocked Kang out again. And Kang didn't get any hits in. You can see the Bugmaster has suffered some stat penalties because of the damage that he's taken so far. Okay, Chad woke up again. Come on, Chad. One hit. Come on, just one good hit. Gosh darn it, Chad. Kang is getting up again. The most we can ask for is one good hit per character. Then we can make the Bugmaster weaker and weaker every single time he gets hit. We'll send Maui up since he's like the most well rested. So both the last time, well actually yeah, I think Maui did hit him actually. Or I think Rain the Giant did hit him actually. Kang, don't get involved. You can heal Maui, and or you can heal Rain the Giant and yourself. Just don't get involved. Maui down. I like that. He switched to Rain the Giant and slapped me across the back of the head to knock me out. Oh. Chad got up, but he changed his mind. He was like, yeah, I'm just going to stay down, I guess. I like my characters. They're like fighting to get up and deciding to stay down because Bugmaster's too hard. Come on, Chad. One good hit. Damn it. I like how he doesn't attack unless like the character moves. There you go. Stubbs, your turn. Let's see. Almar, I will run in and I will, actually, let me pick up Chad with Almar. In the giant, I guess I can leave on you. If he can crawl out fast enough. Kang, I guess I can leave on you. And Mayway. I'll keep Mayway in here. He can take another beating. Reaver Slave. Yeah, you can get your ass in here. So did Stubbs hit him? Nope, Stubbs didn't even hit him once. As you can see, he really just tears through people. Like, legitimately tears through them. Hit Stubbs once while he was healing. You can see what I mean, though, of how powerful the Bugmaster is. He is literally, legitimately tearing through my characters. Poor Beep doesn't have any ammo on himself. And the Bugmaster is already healing a lot of the damage that I've done to him as well. Is something to keep in mind. You can see his limbs are already starting to go back up in health. He's regenerating as we're fighting him. Nice, Ridley got a hit. To his left leg. And it was a pretty sizable hit too, 30 damage. Come on, Ridley. Ridley's just getting staggered left and right by him. So you can see the stats don't go down that much for the Bugmaster when he's injured. Let's see, one of these characters getting up. They're all unconscious for a while. So Beat will send you in regardless, and Arwick will send you in. I doubt Beep's going to get any hits in, but who knows, maybe. One can hope. I don't know why Eastham keeps fighting with his fists instead of with a weapon. You have a weapon. Come on, Beep. One hit. One hit, Mr. Beep. There we go. Beep got a hit. Nice. To his stomach as well. That's a minor victory. Nice. Arwick got a hit. To what? No, apparently Arwick didn't get a hit. Somebody down there got a hit against the skin spider, I guess. The nice thing about this is you can run in here if you haven't noticed yet. There's plenty of time when the Bugmaster isn't attacking me that I'm able to run in here and grab my characters and pull them out if I wanted to. So this is a great way to actually train your characters even if you can't take on the Bugmaster 1v1. Because my characters are getting skill ups for doing this. See, like if I wanted to right now, what I could do is, oh wow, Mad Max hit him. I could put those characters, actually I want to show you, this is the power of 2 characters ganging up on him as well. Watch, you'll see a lot more hits on him, I think, this time. Or not, he's just gonna, oh there we go, we hit him once. Arwick, let's get you out of here with my characters. Beep, your legs aren't badly messed up, so let's we'll grab Melee. As you can see, the Bugmaster is taking decent chunks of damage this time with 2 people fighting him. And that's the power of 2 people fighting 1 target at the same time. Like I said, usually this is very unbeneficial for you. Usually it works against you when you use this attack slot mod, or if you change the attack slots. However, when you're fighting a boss, it kind of works in your favor. So the rare instances when you're fighting 1 target at a time, it works in your favor. We'll send Burn in and Agnew in as well. That way we have more time to pull out the injured. That's right. Let's fight Burn. Of course, the first hit is to his head, which skeletons can't wear helmets, so they're like completely unprotected. Okay, Kang, let's run in and grab Ridley with Kang. Since he has good arms and good legs, he can carry. Like I said, this is we are going to kill the Bugmaster this time, but this is what you would do if you weren't able to kill the Bugmaster. You just run in there 1 at a time and pull your characters out as they get knocked unconscious. Let's see the Bugmaster's health. So his left arm is pretty badly beat up. He's suffered a dexterity and strength penalty for that. However, his vitals are all perfectly intact. His head, his stomach, and his chest. His chest is not injured at all, and his stomach and his head are just barely injured. So we still have a long way to go, basically, if we want to take him out. And I don't think we stand a snowball's chance in hell unless we gang up on him. So let's see. I'm going to move into the first floor with all of my characters. Pack Mule, do you have... No, you don't have any sleeping bags. Okay, the Bugmaster took a little bit more damage. So that's what's up. Beep boop beep, were you legitimately stuck behind that chest? Indeed, he legitimately is. So we'll have Beep Boop Beep and Mad Max fight Bugmaster at the same time. Mad Max is like, I'm going to take this moment to repair myself. Please and thank you. So, let's see. Agnew, I guess, yeah, you fight Bugmaster with Beep Boop Beep. Ooh, Beep Boop Beep went down. Bugmaster's like, there's no fighting me together. Okay, we got one hit in. What did we hit? I think his head. You can see he has negative 21 dexterity now. So since he's taken some damage, he's losing his stats, which is perfecto, because that'll make him easier to hit. There we go, another hit, but he just took out another character. I'm not going to give him any time to heal up in between fights. Digna is a completely fresh face, although she's only got 48 toughness, so she's probably not going to last long. As you can see, she's getting torn to shreds. Got a hit in, though. Wait, where is Yarrick? Ah, he's probably... Yep, I thought so. He's all the way back at Fishman Island on my town. So you're not going to be useful. So you can see that the Bugmaster essentially wiped my entire team. He went, I mean, not every single character fought him, but a lot of my characters fought him, and we were unsuccessful as far as beating him goes. At least until right now, because right now we're just going to change the name of the game. Where's Ridley going? Oh, she's in a recovery coma, so she fell through the floor. So like I said at the start of my video, we are going to use the attack. Oh my god, he cut off Digna's leg. Because this is using the attack slots mod. This is what we're going to do. See how much easier it is? We just hit him twice. You can see he is still doing a decent amount of damage to everybody. He probably will still knock out half my team since we're all injured and beat up anyway. Here we go. Hit him again. Hit him again. So that was, I think, at least one of those hits was to the chest. So he's about to go down the next time he gets hit to the chest. 15 health in the chest. Ooh, 28 damage. He's going down. Go down, Bugmaster. You can see he's lost a lot of his stats too. His dexterity is negative 52. Or he's lost 52 dex so far. There we go. We got him. Unconscious. And obviously what you would want to do now is disarm him, so you don't have to deal with that bullshit again. Let's see. Which one of my characters is Mr. Speedy Gonzalez? 22... Maybe, nope. So it seems like Chad. We're going to heal the Bugmasters to make sure that he is okay and able to survive. And what we're going to do is we're going to take Chad and we're going to run him all the way up to AdMag. Let's see. Video save. And let's turn on turbo speed. Hopefully Chad gets there. Nope. Immediately beat to shit. And then getting eaten alive. So what I want to show you, which I'm probably not going to be able to show you, is getting the Bugmaster to AdMag Once you get the Bugmaster to Agmag, you're able to turn him in for 100,000 cats bounty. And more importantly, after you turn him in, you're able to talk to Isada the Stone Golem, the leader of Admag, and essentially get her daughter, who is the Shek princess. So Digna is going to need to be carried, and so is Ridley. I forgot, every single time you reload the game, all of the enemies are basically going to respawn, so I'm going to have to, like, all of the spiders outside the citadel that I cleared on the way here are basically going to have respawned. Chad went down, so I dropped the Bugmaster's corpse on the ground. Well, technically not the Bugmaster's corpse, his body. His living body, because he's still alive. You can kill him and then bring him back to Admag, but you can also keep him alive and bring him back to Admag. Mostly up to you, how you want to go about it. There is lots of unique dialogue when you do get him back to Admag, which is something I would like to show you in the duration of this video, if at all possible. How long has this been going on? Hour and a half? Yeah. Once I get to Admag, I'll end it. If you want to skip ahead to Admag, that'll basically save you having to watch me do this run. Tufa just got attacked by the spiders. So I think it was Arwick that's carrying Bugmaster, right? Let me see. Yep, Arwick. Wait. No. I wonder if I dropped the Bugmaster. Could have sworn it was Arwick who had him. Or was it Rain the Giant I picked him up with? Nope. Tufa is carrying Digna. So yeah, I have no idea what happened to the Bugmaster's body. He should be with me. Because I don't think the character that carried him got knocked unconscious, but I guess he did. So, it's basically either go back for his body or just not bother doing that part, which I guess I'm probably not going to bother doing that part. Unless I find his body very quickly. Yep, so I have no idea what happened to the Bugmaster's body. I'd have to review the footage and see who I even picked him up on, because I honestly don't remember. I don't remember the character that I picked him up with getting knocked unconscious to lose him. But apparently it happened somewhere. And where it happened, I have no clue. But eventually the Bugmaster would patrol back to his domain, I guess. And then we could save it that way. It's because I was in a rush to get to Admag is essentially why that happened. Technically, I could just reload my save too, but that's cheap. It's a bit of a bummer that I don't even know what happened. I'd be okay if I knew what happened to him, but I mean, not even knowing what happened kind of annoys me. But anyway, that's really all there is to it. Essentially, what we were going to do is go to AdMag, turn in the Bugmaster, and then and then I was going to try to show you how to recruit Seto, but that probably would have caused a bunch of issues too, because it's very, very, very buggy. Usually you turn in the Bugmaster, it doesn't let you recruit Seto, so you save the game, reload. Still doesn't let you recruit Seto, so then you import the game, and then it usually still doesn't let you recruit Seto until you keep like logging and reloading until eventually it lets you do it. It's a bit annoying and a bit frustrating, but it is nice being able to recruit the Czech princess to your team, because I mean, it is the Czech princess after all, so there is that. Aside from that, though, it's also useful as far as story lore goes, in my honest opinion, because it gives you leverage over the Czech, as far as them being one of the like most warmonger / imperialist factions in the game. All they really care about is battle and dying through battle, and that's an ideology that you would need to change as far as the Czech goes if you wanted to have peace in the world of Kenshi, because you can't have an imperialist warmonger faction killing everybody all the time if you want peace. Anyway, that's really all there is to it. With the Bugmaster out of the way, you have officially completed mid-game of Kenshi, and you are now officially moving into the end game of Kenshi. Next video, we're going to be talking about the United Cities and taking out some of the main towns of the United Cities. And after we do that, we're going to be moving on to the 2 endgame zones, Sonorous Dark and Ashlands. And we're going to be covering those zones in a bit more detail. Aside from that, though, that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it taught you guys something. If I left anything out, got anything wrong, or forgot anything, please let me know in the comments section below. And aside from that, if this video did help you out, be sure to leave me a like, because that helps me out. Aside from that, though, I will catch you guys around in the next part of my Kenshi walkthrough, part 10. Peace.